Respectful communication. Using titles and honorifics in English email and letter writing. Hello and welcome everyone. Today we're going to delve into a very interesting and important topic. We're going to explore the use of titles and honorifics in English email and letter writing, and how this ties into cultural etiquette. Let's remember that respect and politeness are paramount when it comes to written communication, and using the correct title or honorific is a crucial part of this. Let's start from the very beginning. Titles and honorifics are forms of address that we use to show respect and to denote a person's social or professional status. Examples of titles include Mr., Ms., Doctor, and Professor, while honorifics can be things like Sir or Madam. In email and letter writing, they are commonly used in greetings, like, Dear Mr. Smith. In English email and letter writing, it's crucial to use the correct title. If you know the person's gender and they're not a doctor or a professor, use Mr. for men and Ms. for women. If you don't know the person's gender, or prefer a gender-neutral title, you can use mix. Do remember, when you're unsure, it's always better to ask the person directly how they prefer to be addressed. In some situations, you may choose or need to use honorifics, such as Sir or Madam. These are typically more formal, and are often used when the writer does not know the reader personally, or when the conversation requires a high degree of respect or formality. For example, Dear Sir or Madam is commonly used when you don't know the name of the person you're writing to. The correct use of titles and honorifics is a matter of respect and can also reflect your attention to detail. Misusing or omitting them may not only demonstrate cultural insensitivity, but could also offend the reader. So always make sure you've addressed the other person correctly. In addition to these general rules, there might be specific cultural considerations. In some cultures, for instance, it's common to use a person's professional title such as engineer or architect before their name. However, in English-speaking countries, professional titles are usually used only for medical doctors, professors, and members of the clergy. So, when in doubt, stick to Mr., Ms., Mix, Doctor, and Professor unless you know for sure that a different form of address is preferred. That wraps up our discussion on the use of titles and honorifics in English email and letter writing. Remember, the key is to always be respectful and considerate of cultural differences. The correct use of titles and honorifics shows that you've put thought and effort into your communication, which can greatly influence how your message is received. Thanks for joining us today, and happy writing!